Well, good morning, beautiful people. It's me, Sam, from your friendly neighborhood Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and I have a review of the new Kevin Abstract album, Blanket. Now, if you don't know who Kevin Abstract is, he's most well known for the leader of the Brockhampton group that no longer is together, but he has his own solo career going on. His first album, actually, I think it was his second album, which was Arizona Baby. I liked it quite well. Like I thought it was a very good, solid album. Very different from what he's done with Brockhampton. And of course, I love Brockhampton. They're easily one of my favorite music groups. I think their album Roadrunner is a near masterpiece. I think it's their best album. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's their best album to date. Now, their last two albums were very divisive, but I thought they were good. I thought they were solid, and I really enjoyed what Kevin Abstract did with those, especially the one titled "The Family," which was primarily just him. So I was looking forward to Blanket because of all that, and for me, anytime there's a Brockhampton or a Kevin Abstract project coming out, it's sort of a big event. And but I was nervous because the first couple of singles that were released, it was obvious that he was going for more a grungier punk rock type of feel. And at least for me, those first couple of singles just didn't do it for me. I didn't like them. Now, the last two singles that he put out, I thought they were quite good, which kind of gave me a little bit of hope. And I have to say, after listening to the album, it's not a bad album, but it's not one that I would go back to listen to again. I can't quite recommend it. It's one that I feel is very mid, in my opinion. It's simply, how do I say it? It's just, there's a lot of great moments that are sprinkled throughout. I just think that the negative outweighs the positives in this instance. There are a few tracks that I liked, that I thought that were quite good. The opening track is easily my favorite. It's a little slower. Sorry, I was burping. A little more somber. And to be honest with you, I don't know why the first track wasn't released as a single, because I think it's, in my opinion, it's better than all the singles that he released. I have to say I do admire him for, changing it up, for taking a risk, being a little more experimental in terms of how he releases music, and the kind of music that he makes, the genres, you know. I have to say, if he decides to continue going on this route of more of a punk rock, grungier type of music, I hope that his next album, he's a little more confident, because with this one, it just feels like it's all over the place. It doesn't feel like he doesn't feel sure of himself. It's not confident, and you can tell by listening to it. I've listened to the album a couple times, and it's obvious. Now, if this is one of those cases where it's like he's just trying something new, something experimental, mixing it up a bit, great. Okay, fine. He did it. It's out of his system. I hope he returns to more of the music that he does, with Brockhampton, or even his last album, Arizona Baby. I think that fits his style more. Whereas this one, although, like I said, it's not a bad album, it's just not a good one. It's not even one that I would even go as far as saying it's okay. It's just very mid. It's very mediocre. It's forgettable. So, yeah, I mean, with the singles that were released, I wasn't expecting this to be, a great project. But it was better than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that it was better than I thought it was going to be. It just was not good enough for me to recommend to you guys. And another thing, although the album is like 13 tracks long, 37 minutes long, which isn't long, But with this case, especially going into the second half of the album, it really does start to drag, and it really does feel like it just goes on and on and on, which is surprising because most of the tracks are on the shorter side. So, man, yeah, it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. I admire him for taking a risk, for mixing it up a bit, but it just didn't work for me. I'm feeling a I'm feeling a like 5 out of 10 for Blanket by Kevin Abstract. I just hope, like I said, if he goes down this route again, it's a little more confident. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Did you listen to it? Did you enjoy it? And I'm not saying I full on hate this album. I don't. There are a few tracks here that I did enjoy. I just think overall it just was a very mid level project. So guys, thank you so much. I'm feeling a light 5 on this. Take care.